It's your boy Cash, constantly achieving successful habits every day. You already know. Let's get a line, baby. So this episode, man, I want to talk about. Let's talk about conquering our fears with business, understanding the concept of business, understanding how to keep moving and pushing forward when things don't go our way in business. For some of y'all that don't know, I work at Walmart Distribution Center. Walmart Distribution Center is a warehouse where they bring the product that goes to the Walmart store. They bring it there, and then it gets shipped to the Walmart store, different locations. And my job title is order filler. So as an order filler, what I do is I ride a center rider, and we load the pallets with different bulky items that needs to go to the store. More in the lines of like refrigerators and swimming pools, TVs, bicycles, entertainment centers, dressers, just the whole bulky item area, the living and area and things like that. So with that, sometimes if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, you can tend to make mistakes. You can tend to not give the right check digit number, or you can maybe your pallet might fall over if you don't stack it correctly, or you might see your pallet about to fall over, so you have to wrap it. There's different obstacles that go with it, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because at any point in time, I get frustrated when it doesn't go my way sometimes. And what I had to do, I had to readjust my attitude. And I had to readjust my attitude and look at it in the sense of this is a job that I work at, right? And if I'm not gonna leave and I'm not gonna go do something else, then there's no point of being angry about the mistakes that I make while on a job. And I bring up that fact is because a lot of times what we do the same thing in business. But we don't do the same thing in business. Let me make that straight. What we do is at a job, we'll figure out how to correct our mistakes, and we'll keep going. We'll keep pushing because we don't want to get fired from that job. But in business, a lot of times what we do is when we make a mistake or things not going right, we give up. We wash our hands with the business. We wash our hands with something that could be our purpose or something that can empower somebody else. And we just push it away because certain things come up, or things might not go our way in the business, or it might be a little difficult at a point in time. But what we got to understand is every time something is difficult, there's a beauty in it. There's a lesson to be learned. And within that lesson, we can teach someone else how to simplify their mistakes and how to help them grow and how to become somebody better. Like, understanding business is understanding that every time that you make a mistake and every time that you mess up on something or every time that you don't do something correctly, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to learn something. It's an opportunity to do something differently. And it's an opportunity to teach somebody else what you have learned through your mistakes. And that's the beauty of life. The beauty of life is life supposed to become simpler as we get older. And as we grow, it's supposed to become simpler. It don't supposed to get harder as we get older. It's supposed to get simpler. But we tend to make life harder as we get older because we complicate things. And instead of finding a solution to it, we just ignore it and we run away from it. We have to stop ignoring the problem and the situation. And we have to indulge in the situation to figure out what is the solution. And once we figure out the solution, we figure out how can we simplify that solution so we can teach it to others, so that person can grow and so that person can build and so that person can know how to do it next time. And that's what we got to do. That's what we got to understand in business. Business is an up and down game. Everything doesn't go the way that you wanted to go in business. Everything doesn't always have its highs. It has its lows. It's duality. Everything that goes up must come down. That's just the balance of life. And what we got to understand, even when we think about family, and I got this analogy from Brother Polite, is family is business and love is law. And when we think about family as business, what we need to start doing is treating family as business. Now, don't get it wrong of how I'm explaining it or how I'm saying it. Treating family as business is we got to understand that for our kids, for example, a lot of times we want to give our kids the life that we never had. And by giving them the life that we never had, it's more about the material things of giving them a nice house, nice clothes, and things like that that looks good but doesn't produce nothing mentally for them to empower them. What we need to start doing is treating family as business, as teaching our kids how to understand what life is about, giving them not the materialistic things, but the knowledge that we get from business, understanding that how to produce credit, how to understand finances, how to build something ourselves so we don't have to work for somebody else. That's what we need to start doing, is implementing our kids, because the school system, or I'm gonna say the public school system, doesn't teach our children those things. It doesn't teach our children how to build credit and how to have a good credit score and how to maintain a good credit score and what it takes to have a 750 to an 800 credit score. It doesn't teach them about finances, of how to budget, how to use a credit card, how to pay bills. It doesn't teach them how to invest in money, how to grow their money. It's more of a marketing situation where they're teaching them how to work for somebody else, not how to work for themselves. So when I say family is business and business is and love is law, is we have to come to the paradigm of understanding that when we step out into this world and when we want our kids to step out into the world, we don't want them to just look good physically. We want them to mentally look good. We want them to be able to maintain themselves and be able to exceed what you have accomplished in your life. And that's what it's about. It's about understanding how to take the things that we already use in life and put it into a business sense so we can grow ourselves and so we can produce and so we can have the life that we want. And that's what I want to teach people. My objective is to teach people how to simplify things and use everyday situations and everyday things in life to help them understand how to grow their business, how to build a business, how to understand a business, and how to maintain a business, and how to leverage their business to another level. And I'm going to sign off with that. You already know it's your boy Cash, constantly achieving successful habits every day. Yes! Let's get aligned, baby.